Industry 4.0, IoT or digitalization, I think these are all buzzwords, trends, and yet this is the thing what is right now in our industry. I think every one of you in this audience is dealing with these topics, and every one of you has a developing project or a current sales project which is directly linked to these topics. And these topics are, of course, the current situation, but I'm sure we are all thinking that this will be the future, of course. But just to take a step behind and look at the further vision. So why are we talking about this? What's the promise behind these topics? It's to gather and analyze data across all the machines. It's to enable faster, more flexible and more efficient processes. And of course, the target is to produce higher quality at reduced costs. And the end target and the vision, the promise of all these trends are to increase our productivity, to shift economics, and of course to foster the industrial growth from all of us. But now just the commercial thing. So I'm coming from Lapp. Lapp is a globally working company which is coming from Germany, from Stuttgart, and we are a supplier and developer of connection solutions. So we are supplying everything from cable to cable clans to accessories to fully integrated cable solutions. So you see here a little bit of our portfolio. And our background and the innovative origin of us is the invention of the first multi-core cable in the world back in the 1950s. And since then we are really proud to say that we are one of the market leaders in the field of connection solutions. So what has all this to do with Industry 4.0, IoT and digitalization? Of course, we as Lapp wanted to be a part of this digital revolution. 4 years ago, I think, we started to think about how we can be a part of this digital revolution with our customers. How can we help them to digitalize their processes? How can we be part of the Industry 4.0 revolution within our customers? And then, of course, we took the step and we get into deep conversations with our customers. We talked with our own sales guys. We enabled us. We took all the requirements. We focused on the problems, and then we had one approach, and we had one result of all these analyses. And this was that there's no technical approach or no technical solution 4 years ago for the prediction of the lifetime of a cable. And so our predictive maintenance project at Lapp was born. What was the mission or our motivation behind this project? So it was to increase the network and to give full transparency of the plants. It was to monitor the performance, to evaluate the condition data, to increase efficiency. Of course, I think you are all familiar with the wording of digital twin. We want predictive maintenance, but without complex analysis, just through lifetime parameters to reduce the failure probability, and of course the big target behind, to downtime the costs. To reduce the downtime costs. So, just for the background, we want to replace the reactive or the preventive maintenance through the predictive maintenance. What does this mean? We want no reactive replacement means replacement in the event of damage, so failure is done, and of course this is unplanned machine downtimes. We had the number of an automotive production. 1 minute in an automotive production of downtime costs 15,000 euro, so there's real money to lose. We want, of course, no preventive maintenance, so maintenance in fixed intervals and a frequent scrapping of good components, so it's just a waste of material, of raw material. And again, we have not real information of the component status. Our target is sorry, to have the predictive one. So it's a dynamic maintenance interval through continuous status recording. So it's the change on time. And you can see it, the costs for the machine operator are of course at the minimum, and the information of the component status is at the highest level, because you know what the quality of your cable is or was. Why do we need this solution? When you look at our customers, you can see we have customers in the field of machine and automation building. We have customers coming from the food and beverage sector, from the robotics sector, from the wind and energy sector, and of course from the mobility sector. And they have all two things in common. They want, of course, to increase their overall equipment efficiency, so efficient processes in their productions. And the second thing is they have all dynamic moving cables in applications. So they all have cable drag chains, they have all dress packs, drums and cranes applications, and of course loop cables. Why am I showing you this? Because in dynamically moving cable applications, the cables have a lot of wear and tear. So the cables are under pressure, under temperature, torsion, loads. There are a lot of wear and tear. And we as Lapp, we produce high quality cables. But even the highest quality cables will failure in a time under this stress factors. So what is our technical approach? Our technical approach is the predictive monitoring box. You can see it here. In between the application, here's our data cable, and the application is the predictive monitoring box is in between the application and the SPS or PLC, any control unit. And our predictive monitoring box is monitoring different values like lifetime quality, data signal values, and is calculating the lifetime of the cable and is sending these informations direct into the cloud of our customers. So the customer has just this dashboard with a clear reference curve, and this curve is saying when the cable will fail. And so the machine operator can plan their maintenance measures. So what are the features and the benefits we have with our solution? So we have no interference with the cable construction. So the big benefit is the cable remains thin, flexible, and of course inexpensive. So we have a construction which not affect the cable itself. The second thing is that we have a possible solution, a retrofit solution for every Ethernet-based system. And we have threshold values for a system adjustable for the machine operator. So it's an individual system for every application or solution. And of course, the LPI, it's the lifetime predictive indicator. It's clear and easy to interpret. So you saw it's just one reference curve and like a traffic light. So it's green, yellow, and red. So, what's the current status? The current status of our development project is that we are now in the phase of a proof of concept with pilot customers. In our own internal logistics, there we are just testing our proof of concept, and we are highly interested in every pilot customer to work with us. I would love to discuss further details at our booth with all of you, and so this is the status right now. The next thing we are focusing is the development of the power cable. So up until now, this is our solution just for data cables, but now we are focusing to add our power cables, of course. So, and at last, I'm innovation manager at Lapp, so I'm not the technical genius behind all this, so I'm more the project and process lady behind. And therefore I want to share with you our biggest management key success factors of such a project with this innovative character. So the first thing what we learned is that one key factor for success is the customer centricity of this project. So we are always in contact with the customer. We had a few customers right from the start, and we are collecting their requirements, and we are very careful about their thoughts in this topic. The second thing is the management role. So the management in this project is not anymore just the hard decision maker and resources manager. So in this project, our top management is included as an enabler. So we are meeting every 6 to 8 weeks with the top management of our company, of Lapp, and talking about the latest reviews, the latest results, and then they are sharing their ideas, they are motivating, and of course they are supporting with resources and of course with their network. So I can highly recommend to use the network of the management at this innovative project. So, and my last point is, I think you're all familiar with all this agile working and things like this. Another buzzword, sorry. But yeah, we have really good experiences to do this development in 6 to 8 week sprints. So we are always looking what was in the last sprint, what were the results of the last 6 weeks of development, and then we're focusing on the next targets. So that we're not losing the focus and that we are not running too long in a wrong direction. Yes, so, and I'm running through my presentation and I see there's an end. So this, of course, I have to say, come and visit our booth. We are right around the corner. You can see the lamps right here. And let's talk about further products from us. So the IoT key, our future lab with DC smart cable drum or single pair Ethernet, and of course our IDC products. Yes. So then, thank you for all your attention. And of course, I'm looking forward to every other discussion at our booth. Thank you. Is there anyone who has a question? Is there any customer pilot? Okay, thanks for your attention.